A lot of these liberals, leftist Marxists in the United States of America, they talk about socialism and they talk about communism. And a lot of these Democrats sitting down in the US office, me as a Mexican, I can tell you, all these white privileged liberals, they have never lived in a third world class country. They have never lived what we have lived. They have never experienced narco-terrorism, dismembered bodies, decapitated heads, extortion, kidnappings, missing women and missing people, extraction of organs. They have never experienced what is a dictator in a regime transforming out of socialism. And in your political language, it is all the fault of the sanctions and the embargo. All of that, that's what you use. But you don't come over here to the main place and try to cross that border. I don't see you doing that. I'm walking right now on the border of Simón Bolívar, where millions of migrants from Venezuela on an exile and on an exodus, they left their country because of necessity, because of the regime, and because of the dictator, Nicolás Maduro, Diosdado Cabello, and Padrino López. Because of those three, they control the fractions of Cartel de los Soles, Tren de Aragua, and all the regimes. They have basically destroyed the peace of the Venezuelan people. All of you that you pandered to the narco regime of Nicolás Maduro, you have never walked the Darien Gap and suffered the consequences as the Venezuelan people have. But you advocate for a dictator, and you advocate for a guy that is basically punishing and torturing their own people. Right here, I'm standing in the middle of this bridge where is the limitations between Venezuela and Colombia. I'm going to go all the way to the limitation. So you will have the gall challenging you, the white progressive mercenary liberal that is advocating for Nicolás Maduro, Padrino López, and the dictator Diosdado Cabello. I'm challenging you to cross this line with your white privilege liberal agenda. I'm challenging you to come over here and have the balls to cross over here and see what happens to you with this dictator. Just recently, I was just standing over here doing a hit with my network, and they send the National Guard and some colectivo on a motorcycle to threaten my life, to say if I don't stop recording, they will push me to the other side so the regime can hold me for captive. So I want to know, to all of you, that you advocate for socialism and you say this is not socialism, this is not communism. Why don't you come over here and cross this line? I'm right here. But you advocate over there in the United States of America, and you're a tough guy on your social media, all on your social media platforms, but you don't come over here. You don't try to cross this line. It's so easy to advocate on social media, but it's so hard for you to come over here and try to cross with your white privilege this place right here. To all you white progressive mercenary liberals, Hispanic liberals, black liberals that are defending Marxism, socialism, communism, and a leftist progressive mercenary woke agenda, I advise you to come over here and see if you have the balls to cross this line. And when you cross this line and you show your American passport to that regime that is behind me, let's see what happens to you. Make a phone call. As a matter of fact, it's on me. I will pay your plane ticket to come over here and see if you can cross and see if you're such a patriot and see if you have the gall and the courage to know what these people are going through. These people are going through a dictator, a regime. It is oppressing the freedom of speech and the freedom to live. It's not because of the sanctions. It is because of a dictator. And everybody knows and everybody can tell you, Edmundo González Urrutia and Maria Corina Machado won the elections and they were stolen from them. So you already know I'm in the limitation between Venezuela and Colombia. You're invited to come. It is so easy to pick up a plane ticket and come over here. And don't tell me that you don't have the freedom and the economy to do so, because you have it, but you don't have the courage to come over here and cross that line. Oscar Blue for Real America's Voice News, reporting from the limitations of Venezuela and Colombia, right there on the borderline. For all of you guys, stay safe.